My River Model Experiment. It's experiment time. Let's find out what happens to water in the river as both humans and steelhead trout need and use the water.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sam, from the Coastal Watershed Council. So, the materials that you need are some water. I just filled this up from the sink in an old water bottle. An empty, clear container. An empty cup. I'm going to use some rocks and gravel to make my river a little more realistic. You can use a turkey baster if you have one, but if you don't, you can use a big spoon for soup or just a normal sized spoon if that's what you have to work with. Everything will work fine. And a plastic toy fish. But if you don't have a plastic toy fish, you can use anything that floats, like this old film canister, or you can try to make your own little fish using some crafty, creative materials.
Again, the supplies that you're going to need are a clear plastic container, water, a turkey baster or a spoon, a toy fish, or something that floats. So go ahead and pause the video and get those materials, and then come back and Sam will share with you the rest of our activity.
In order to begin this activity, we're going to fill this container up with water. This is going to act as our San Lorenzo River. It has rocks at the bottom, and we're going to be filling it with nice, cold, clear water. Okie doke. And again, if you have anything that floats, maybe you have a toy at home that is a toy fish, or any other plastic toy you might have, or something around the house that floats. I'm going to use this fish because it's perfect for this activity, but again, you can use anything else that floats that you might have at your house. I'm going to put this little fish in the river, and you can see that the little fish is swimming around just fine. It's not scraping against the bottom, it has plenty of water to move around and swim, and that's because...
Now remember, we talked about many people get their drinking water from the San Lorenzo River.
So, what's one way you can think of that we use water? Well, I know that I like to take a nice shower to keep myself nice and clean. So if you take a shower or a bath, I want you to use your spoon to take out 5 different scoops of water and use it to fill your cup. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you think of other ways that we use water?
So now's a good time to pause the video. Think of at least 3 ways you use water. Then remove water from your river just like Sam did. Return to the video once you've done those 2 steps.
And that's my last scoop of water for another reason that I use water at home and that we use water as a community. So with the showers and the hand washing and the water that we drink and the water we use for our gardens and the water we use to wash our cars, all of that water comes from the San Lorenzo River. And you can see in my San Lorenzo River, my fish is out of the water, it's scraping against the rocks. Do you think this fish is happy?
Thanks, Sam. So after you finish doing your model, find your journal and go to number 3 in your journal. That's labeled My River Model, and it looks like this. And you're going to do 2 things. Step 1 is to finish the sentence. When people use water from the river, I see that my fish can. So think about what you saw when you were taking water out of the river. What did you notice that the fish can or cannot do? and write down a sentence. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a picture showing what your model looked like after people had used water from the river. And here's an example of a completed journal page. You can see at the top, the student finished a sentence and actually wrote a complete sentence. And then in the bottom part, for step 2, they drew a picture showing what their model looked like after people had used water from the river. Thanks, my friends. Have a lot of fun working on your river model. Have a great day.